All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dumb Luck Sports Show. May look a little different right now. We actually have two of our other great friends, Mr. Tanner Davidson and Evan Lice. Thank you guys for joining us today. If you guys want to give a little debrief on yourselves, feel free to. Evan, why don't you start?
My name's Evan, buddies with these boys for a while now. Big Packers fan, as you can see up here. And right here, can't really see it, Ohio State. Got some other teams, but that's the main ones for football. We'll be talking about other things later, so we'll get into that.
I'm Tanner. I'm our resident Browns fan. Me and Logie are gonna fight today.
No.
But I'm actually very thankful for Logie and Carney right now for winning yesterday. So that was a great thing. I'm also a big Jackets fan, as you can see in the back, and a big Ohio State fan as well.
Good, huge. Also, Ty and Tanner also played against each other in lacrosse in high
Oh yeah,
school.
It's a couple
As
of
a fun
goalies.
fact.
Couple of
Yep.
yeah, a
goalies.
couple of
Couple
goalies.
of goalies who never saw a shot against each other ever
New.
because that's impossible unless
Yeah.
one of them would make a goalie
I
run.
could. I thought about running down there, but getting either of our big asses to get down there would have been a
No,
challenge in
it
high
would have
school.
taken a while.
Just to talk a
Yeah.
little shit, just to have it over one another.
We
But
did
we got
tie
a fun
once in
one.
in middle
We
school,
did. That's right. We
which was
did.
You did.
crazy.
I
Mhm.
forgot
Yeah,
about that.
they were
That's
like no
crazy,
overtime. We
bro.
were like, fuck.
Yeah.
But we got a great episode for you guys. Obviously had some crazy games over the weekend.
Mhm.
I am fired up about one, but I'll wait until everyone else gets their piece to talk about it. But fellas, what are you seeing out over the NFL, and what in Week 18 shocked you? What are you excited for in the playoffs, and what else are you thinking?
Um, I mean, let's start from the craziest. Let's start from that Steelers game, man. You got the hat on. The video, hopefully circulating Twitter. Dude, that was legit insane. My girlfriend went to sleep and I had to watch on my iPad with the headphone on, try to be quiet and just running around like, yeah, when he missed. It was insane. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of other action. We can kind of talk about that a little later on. What do you boys think for the action? And our guests, esteemed guests, what did you guys think of the weekend?
I'll go real quick. I mean, not much of the games mattered too much, besides Panthers Bucks game, which didn't even end up mattering because the
Yeah.
Panthers still made it in even though they lost. Sucks for Baker. I know Tanner's big Baker
Yeah,
guy.
I was really hoping for that Saints win, but it's whatever. And the Falcons ended up still firing their coach over nothing, but it's whatever.
And GM.
Eh,
Yeah,
And
and the
Yeah.
GM. That's right. I forgot about
And our resident Panthers fan wouldn't be very happy with your comments, Tanner, but it's
that.
okay. It's
yeah,
okay.
it's been a lot of firings today. Jonathan Gannon, Stefanski. Well, I'm sure we'll get into that later.
Yes, we will.
Pete Carroll, rest in peace. And
Fart.
like we said, Raheem Morris. So yeah, a bunch of I'm just excited for playoff ball. I feel like there's been like 2 weeks of people sitting their starters besides like 2 or 3 games. So
Yeah.
getting to
Yeah.
the real
I don't know if you
stuff.
guys saw the Jonathan Gannon clip from this morning, but bro arrived at the facility at 5:30 a.m. just to get told go home and pack your stuff up.
Jesus.
Wow.
So,
Well, it sucks to
That's
suck, big
tough.
dog.
Yeah,
yeah, his
just be
stuff.
better.
I mean, like you bench Kyler Murray, even though it sounded like he got healthy after being on IR for a couple weeks, and start Jacoby Brissett, which no diss to Jacoby, he was fucking awesome. But seeing him like
Browns
kind of
legend.
activate, dude,
Browns
seeing him
legend.
kind of activate Marv was awesome to see as
Mhm.
a Buckeye fan.
Yeah.
Seeing him to go off a couple times, won me a couple fantasy games too. But like I don't know. His system just never seemed to work. I've been watching the clips back, like obviously from like memes and stuff like that, with like him first getting to the team. He's like, "Hope you guys got that fire in your gut. For those on the bus, you got that fire in your gut," and no one fucking responds to him. It's like,
Hmm.
all right, bro, like
Yeah, he's more
back
of
it
a
up.
defensive guy anyways, and I feel
Yeah,
like Brissett just kind of peppered McBride and Michael Wilson, just became prime
yeah,
Calvin Johnson. So that was crazy, but
hmm yeah. No, it was fun though. Tanner, what have you seen over the weekend?
I was working most of the weekend, so I didn't get to see a
Oh,
lot
that's
of the
true.
games. But from what
Our
I
brave
saw, it's just,
firefighter.
Yeah,
yeah,
our
I don't know
brave
about that
hero.
one. Yeah, Braves sitting around doing nothing the whole weekend. No, I didn't get a chance to watch a lot except for the Browns game. Even then, I didn't get to watch a lot of it. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot that I saw that was too big. Obviously, I honestly, yesterday with the Browns game, I kind of maybe wish that we lost, help that draft stock a little bit, but it's all right. We still have a couple of first round picks to get through here in April. So
Yeah, you guys just gotta hope the Jags kind of lose early.
yeah, I'm really I'm really hoping.
Yeah.
Yeah, hoping the Bills kind of take them down, but you
Go
didn't even.
Bills.
Nah, anyway, you forgot to mention one thing about your Browns game. Your boy getting the sack
Oh
record.
yeah, that was the only thing I cared about in that game. We could have lost by 100.
figured.
As long as he got that sack record, that's all I cared about.
Joe Burrow gave
I
it
don't
to him,
care.
so it's
No, he
fraudulent.
did
Joe
not. No,
Joe
he
Burrow
didn't.
farved it. He
Joe-
farved
He
it.
did farm
Joey was booking it the whole effing game.
He
trying to
was
get away
throwing
from
quick
him.
passes. I will say he was getting that ball out.
It
They
ain't no
definitely
Steelers
game
game.
planned for it.
What? No,
Huh?
I'm just
Huh?
glad he didn't do it against us.
Mhm,
Just
yeah.
glad he didn't do it against us.
I'm tired of hearing the he did it in one more game. He did it in 100 less snaps. So
Don't matter.
I don't really care about you, Michael's right hand. Fuck you. You can come at me.
Well,
This
you
whole
can quote me
oh,
on this. I will say, sorry, Ty.
you're
I
good.
will say Miles is a much better edge rusher. You can take that to my grave.
Player.
You can quote me on that. I said at best edge rusher in the group chat. You can even
Player.
put that on
I was
there.
gonna say for
You
in the
can even
group
put
chat,
that on
Logie
there.
was very adamant on in the group chat.
I did say best edge rusher, but I'm not going to open that can of worms on the podcast.
Player.
I'm not going to open that can of worms on the pod today because we're about positivity. We're about positivity today.
They're both
But
great.
Ty,
They're both great.
oh, they're both great. We gotta appreciate greatness. I agree with you, Tanner. I may have been saying a little bit of outlandish things in our group chat yesterday. But
This has been a very civil season in the group chat, in my opinion.
really
we've
has.
had some pretty blowout seasons together, and I think this has been very tame.
We all have jobs now, so
Wow,
we're too
Browns also
busy.
suck extra
I'm too
bad this year,
tired to
so
talk
that could be
shit.
why.
Well, yeah. The worst was
Yeah.
when you guys beat us in the wild card at
Yep.
home.
Yep, that was
one of the worst fights.
That
worst
was
football
bad.
weekends of my life.
Yeah.
Worst.
Just
I think
spike
that
and
was.
shit.
I think that was when Justin Fields also threw that pick to end the year against Clemson.
When Olave
when
thought he was thought he had to break the route off. Yeah, that was tough.
Yeah, that was the worst football weekend of my life. I genuinely did not want to talk to anyone. But no, happy you guys got it done. Happy you guys got your sack record and everything is all well in the world.
And
Yeah, when
5
you guys are in
wins.
the playoffs, but
Yeah,
I mean,
it
yeah.
doesn't matter.
second round exits this year. Second round exits.
That's right.
Yeah. I think someone said it earlier, but the Raiders firing Pete Carroll he's gonna die. Like he's just
Yeah,
gonna
he
stop
might- he
coaching.
might
He's
have a
gonna
heart
coach until he's either gonna
Hopefully
die
not.
now or get another job and just coach until he dies.
He
It's
might
crazy.
die during
He's
his
so
during his
old.
term.
I forgot how old he was.
Is he 80?
Yeah, like he
Yeah,
is
Do we
outliving
know if he has a
people.
wife and kids?
I
I
thought
don't know.
so.
Probably not anymore.
He's 74.
I mean, that's still pretty. I mean,
He's got two
yeah,
kids.
Okay.
yeah.
I mean,
Hey,
obviously they're all adults, but so who
I-
can't really
I
I
mean,
care?
heard
yeah.
the Colts need a quarterback. Old Pete Carroll. Heard the Colts need a
Yeah.
quarterback.
Is there a clip of him from the Seahawks doing that?
Yeah, when he's throwing with the QBs, he's going.
Looks like
Yeah.
Kenny Pickett, bro.
He's got the ball out here. He's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yes, go.
That was a great impression, Evan. Okay, I know that was a lot of spew, but Ty, what have you seen? We haven't really got to hear from you yet.
Yeah, I mean, like kind of Evan said, it was kind of a boring day to watch football just because there wasn't a lot of games that really mattered. One of the more entertaining games was the Colts Texans game.
Mhm.
Did anyone get a chance?
Mhm.
Did you guys
I
see
saw the tail end of it.
the fake punt into a first down fake punt, which was awesome? They got the Texans, but the Texans ended up winning it. Riley Leonard looked pretty decent, honestly, with Phillip Rivers in his ear, but Tongai getting the former Ohio State D tackle getting the touchdown at the end of the game. One of the more entertaining games of the day. And then obviously like Falcons Saints had a big playoff implication.
Hey,
But not
our boy
much
Chase
until-
Young hit 10 sacks this season.
Yes, he
Oh
did.
yeah, he
Yes,
did.
he did.
Yeah, he's
I'll
late
always root
bloomer.
for him, man.
he's
Yeah,
kind
I
of
know,
had a
it's
revived
young.
year.
Yeah, he came
in
back a
New
little this year. He's
Orleans.
obviously it's weird to see him put up against the numbers of like Miles or TJ and stuff, but 10
Mhm.
sacks for him for
Oh,
being on the
TJ
Saints,
hasn't
that's
done
fucking
anything
great.
this year.
Yeah,
Yeah. Especially when you're getting like no help, like teams can
Exactly.
just slide to you the whole
Yeah.
game. It's pretty impressive. 10 sacks.
Yep,
But,
I agree. I'm gonna ignore Evan's comment.
what?
Nothing.
Evan's trying to rage bait me.
I
Oh,
missed it.
I
Yeah,
just said TJ Watt hasn't really done anything this year.
I mean, not
I
really.
mean, a doctor blew a hole in
But
his lung, but
That's
whatever.
right.
he did come up very clutch there at that Sunday night game.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
literally, so just to give context,
Madden
we all have
interception.
a good friend. He's a big Ravens fan. He was trying to stir something up with me in our group chat,
Nay,
right?
nay.
I was being a good boy, and I told Ty this too. I said, I'm not going to say anything until this game is over. And I just sat there and I literally just didn't say a fucking word until we started winning. And then the moment that Tyler Loop missed that fucking kick, which I'll get into that in a second, that was when I started talking shit. I was like, you guys, you were in my ear the whole fucking time. I didn't say a damn word. And I even told Ty, I'm like, I'm not going to say a word until this clock hits triple zeros. And it didn't. So I just want to pride my hat, throw my hat on that a little bit, hang my hat on that.
It's character development for sure.
It is because
New
old me
arc.
would have fell for that like instantly, like
Yeah.
that. But trying to work on being
Mhm.
more calm, more tame. Uh, Speaking of that, like completely turn of events, I did not stay calm and tame during that game. Uh, so the moment that we scored that touchdown and Boswell threw the or Boswell missed the kick, I was freaking out. I was like, oh my god, like they're gonna go right down, they're gonna fucking score, and all they gotta do is get a field goal. And Tyler Loop's very good. Like, don't get me wrong, he will easily make this. Um, and obviously the return right afterwards didn't fucking help. I only text two group chats normally on game day, and it's Ty and our other Steelers fan. His name's Ryan, and then my other two buddies from Xavier who I met, who are also Steelers fans. And those are mainly the only two group chats I text during the games. And I was texting them. I was like, dude, this game is over. Granted, I'm normally like 3 plays ahead of where Ty and our other buddy is. So they're like, why the fuck are you texting us? Normally they're like, you're always spoiling. I have the greatest internet for some reason, and I'm ahead of everyone. I don't
Everyone.
understand it because even these two complain about it.
High stake games with
Yeah.
Logie make me upset. That's all I
Yeah,
gotta
I'm
say.
sorry. It's not on purpose. I just get very excited. But anyway, the return afterwards sucked. I was like, this game's done. We're done for. Then we hold Lamar to 4th and 7. I'm like, oh my God, this is the game. Throws an absolute dot to Isaiah Likely, catches the ball. Somehow, Jalen Ramsey looked real old in that play right there. I know he's playing out of position a little bit this year, but he looked real old missing that breakup. And I was like, oh my God, we just lost this game. That's when I started getting real angry. I took off my jersey and I took off my shirt. I started throwing things. I threw my phone as hard as I could at this couch. It was real rage monster me. I just showed Ty and Evan this pre-show, but Tanner, I don't know if you could see that. That is tape holding my glasses together.
Jeez,
Second pair of glasses I broke because of the Steelers,
You
by the
said
way.
something about that on your snap.
Oh man, yeah. And somehow when I was raging, I also broke my toenail open. So
Ugh.
don't know how that happened. But it was a bloody sock waiting
Can
to
I-
happen. But go ahead.
Question.
Go ahead before I
Were
finish.
you completely alone in your apartment?
No, if I was, I totally would have gotten us evicted, 100% with how loud I was. But with that being said, Paige, like, you know how Homer chokes Bart Simpson when, yeah, that's how Paige was looking at me when I was screaming. So I'm yelling, I'm like, we just fucking lost the division. Ah! And she goes, bro, you're screaming, they missed a fucking kick. I was like, what? And I started freaking out. I started screaming. Some of my other good buddies, one of his name's Josh. He's a big Packers fan too, like Evan. But he was on a FaceTime with some of our other buddies. I joined. I was like, holy shit, we won the division. I'm like screaming. I'm out of breath. It's 11:30, 11:45 at night, and it was a lot of emotions. I think I worked myself up more than I have like ever watching a Steelers game, ever. But it's gonna be a late night find someday. Like, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna watch that game and just smile, like knowing what happens. But regardless, shout out Raj, gave him his last ride,
The
whether it
GOAT.
goes somewhere or not. Shout
The
out
GOAT.
Raj. Shout out Raj. He's hitting that touchdown emote, baby. After he threw it to Calvin Austin, he thinks he's Super Mario, baby. But love Raj. Glad we were able to give him a last ride, especially whether it's Tomlin's last ride or not, too. We don't know, but yeah. Sorry, I know that was a long one, but
No, you're
I
good.
had a real long game day recap because I was so sick to my stomach on that final drive that I genuinely thought I was gonna throw up.
You know, it was legit one of the more like like I think I said it in the group chat, like genuinely talk about that game years down the road. Like where
Mhm.
were you for the 2026 like third day of 2026 because fourth day of 2026 because of the Steelers Ravens
Yeah,
game that night.
literally.
No, it was definitely really cool. And I think Tanner, as a fellow AFC North fan, can attest. I don't think anyone hates each other more than the Steelers and the Ravens. And I think everyone hates the Ravens a little bit more in that division than any other rival.
I tell everyone this because my sister's a big Steelers fan too. I said I hate the Steelers and I hate the Bengals, but I hate no one in probably the whole league than I hate the Ravens. It's just
Yeah.
like I've hated the Steelers more than in the last couple of years, but the last 2 or 3 years, the Ravens have made me so angry. I hated them.
I mean, they
So-
took your franchise too.
Well, that was before I was born, so that doesn't matter to me.
Just hit a
but-
lick and left.
Yeah, but seeing them lose
Cleveland
last night
and
be out
Baltimore
was
of
so
them.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking
Yeah.
of big special teams, do you guys see the Cam Little field goal?
Yeah,
Yeah,
That was
that
crazy.
insane.
That's
Oh.
three. That's three records he's had this season. That's
We'll
effing
get into
ridiculous.
some more Jags ball later. I've got some things to say about them, but
Oh, okay.
Does Evan think
Logan,
they're
do you see how
frauds?
far away it was from?
That's gonna get clipped, and that's
Yeah,
going on
I'm writing it
TikTok,
down.
and then it's gonna be bad. But
can't wait for
Uh,
Ian to get that.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's
thank
gonna.
you, Ian.
He's gonna.
Our glorious
yeah,
TikTok editor.
Yeah. Which, speaking of TikTok, actually, you know what? We'll get into that in a second because Evan's still got some NFL takes, but we got to dive into college football after this because,
Mhm.
by golly, we were wrong.
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
But Evan, get your Jags ball out of the way.
well, I was gonna say I can save it later for when we do like picks or something.
Hmm. I
I'll
was gonna
save
say
it
our
for
pick should be we should just like give a Super Bowl winner or a first round win like slate. We all think.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've got a few, but I'll save it for later. We'll save it for
Okay.
the end.
Okay. All right.
Unless
well,
we
then,
can pivot to college. I mean, we're just gonna get mad. But yeah, I think I can start because I said the most shit about it that got put on TikTok about our college football takes that were all bad, especially with Miami. They came to play, man. Nothing but respect. I mean, they just shut us down. We didn't play good. Clearly, like it just looked like we were distracted out there. I don't love, like, I was thinking about my cell being the college football calendar because I don't love Hartline having to spend time with his new team and us
Yeah.
trying to game plan, and then all of a sudden Ryan Day's calling plays, which isn't bad. Obviously, the terrorist is gone. Jaden Fielding, never have to see him
Oh.
again.
I actually just thought of something. Hold on. Continue talking. I
Yeah,
gotta
you're
go
good.
find something real quick.
Okay,
Well, you're just gonna do
Um,
some stupid shit.
it's just clip farming. But yeah, no, I mean, I think Ohio State could turn a corner and come back. This team, I think they hit on it kind of at the beginning of the year in a presser. They were talking about how this team hasn't won anything, and I think they didn't really know that. It's like kind of how it like looked, I guess,
Yeah.
just from an outsider point of view, was like they were expecting to just roll over Miami. But I think Miami's some dogs. I don't think they're going to make it much farther, but could be wrong. That defense could take you anywhere.
So, I agree with everything you just said.
Mhm.
This was pre.
Oh.
Actually, no.
Oh,
Oh
never
yeah, I
mind.
know.
I know.
This is-
I know
this
you're
is-
kidding.
Is not pre-terrorism. This was current terrorism. So there's this great place in downtown Columbus called Midwest Cards. I am a big card collector. I think I said it on Ty and I Shadow Banned episode or
Mm.
Shadow Banished, whatever.
Banished the shadow.
Yeah, that one. And they obviously NIL has grown so much, and it's cool to a certain degree. Like I'm able to collect college cards. Like I have a I think it's like a signed James Peoples one, which unfortunately he's in the portal now, and he kind of didn't do much other than that cool UCLA hurdle that I saw in the end zone. But anyway, point being, the best card I got out of that pack was none other than I think that says 16. No, that's 10 out of 25. Jaden Fielding signed card. This is fucking useless.
I bet a Miami fan would buy that for a pretty good
Oh,
price.
100%.
I would light it. I would. But I love my fiance and I don't want it to be in the doghouse like I was last night.
Bad Logie. Bad Logie.
I'm just gonna simply crumble it up,
Eat it.
throw it away. No, well,
Then you can shit him out like you should have won our season.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that game was
What other
tough.
podcast is doing this? What other podcast is eating? What other podcast?
we gotta put dumb in the title and give it a name for some reason.
Yeah.
Come on now.
All right. Well, Evan, Tanner, what do you guys think? I mean, there are more games. I'm still stuck. I don't think I even watched anything really other than the IU game, which was just utter dominance.
Oh, there was
Yeah.
a real good game on that you missed if you only watched the.
Yeah, I didn't watch the Old Miss game. I was still. Well, you and me got tossed after the game, so I was not in any shape to watch college football the next day.
I'll give my
Yeah.
quick thoughts on OSU. I mean,
Sure.
I'm not gonna blame it on this, but I mean, you saw 3 of the 4 teams lose that had the bye. I think that just like going a month without playing kills you.
Yeah.
I mean, OSU's a slow start team anyways. Every game this season they've started off slow, given the fact that they hadn't played in a month. It's just like, dude, we took 3 quarters to start going. O-line was kind of banged up. Julian saying like for as good as he played all year, he's not the most mobile guy, and Miami's pass rush came to play. Obviously, they just couldn't get anything going. That's about it. And I didn't really watch much of the games the next day because I was out golfing and we got pretty banged up during that too. So I didn't get to see the Ole Miss game, but I'm kind of happy they won. Except
Yeah,
for
me too.
I don't want, if somehow they were to like win the championship, I would feel annoyed that Kiffin like gets stuff out of it. You
Yeah.
know, he just like
Mhm.
ditched him. But yeah, those are my quick thoughts on the OSU game.
Go ahead, Tanner.
I was at
Yes.
both. I was at work for the Ole Miss and the Ohio State game, but I got to see most of both. Kind of like everyone said, Ohio State just I don't think played their fullest ability. Miami came out swinging real quick with defense. I think O-line obviously needs to play a little better. I think Julian was playing a little scared for some of the game. I think that's the first time that he's really been hit as much as he did. I know he happened in the Indiana game and that he kind of got rattled up a bit, but I think he was getting pressed hard during the Miami game. And I think that's something he's not used to. So I think he's playing a little more skittish than he usually would. Like he didn't look awful or anything. He was still throwing a good ball. He was still getting away, but he held on a little too long. I think because he was scared to get hit from behind.
Yeah, he
But,
by the end of the game he definitely warmed up, but like the
Yeah,
first half,
the
bro
first
was like
half and a little bit in the-
shivering, dude.
yeah, a little bit
It
getting
was
into the
third
crazy.
quarter.
We
He
had
was
like
just
9
scared.
yards until we got that touchdown in the second quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like I
it
said,
wasn't great.
Once I think, obviously as he grows, he'll get a little better with it. I think he's going to put on some size here soon, and I think he'll be able to take a little hits a little more. Because obviously freshman, he's still a small guy, but once they get him through all that eating and shit like they always do, I think he's going to be fucking solid, especially taking hits like that.
There is a big
Yeah,
difference.
I
Like
agree.
even like obviously I wasn't anywhere near what these guys are doing. Playing college sports, you see it and you feel it with yourself. When you're an 18-year-old coming in, 2 years later, when you're 20, you feel like a completely different person. That just the regiments they have you on, this stuff they have you doing, you're just so much stronger. And I think that it'll give him more confidence with a little more beef on him, maybe, or maybe he slims down and becomes can
Yeah,
run.
that too. Yeah.
Did see a funny tweet last night during the Steelers game that 50-year-old Aaron Rodgers can scramble 15 yards to get a first down and saying couldn't run 3. But I mean, I hope he sees that stuff and takes it to heart. I think he's definitely got a potential to be like this team can still be something special. And they were. I mean, they were the number 2 team in the country for the playoff. But now it sets up an interesting because the 6 or 10 seed will be in the championship now. And
Yeah.
so that's another low seed, just like last year, you had 2 low seeds. So we'll see.
Yeah. No, I mean, I agree with everything you guys said. Like, the way Ohio State was playing, they just didn't look like they wanted to win. I think that truly, I think one of the most like turning point plays in that game was that pick six. I think it just took all the confidence out of us.
Yeah.
And all like I get you want to get the ball to your best player, but throwing a absolute bomb to Jeremiah Smith and then proceeding to try and throw a wide receiver screen to him too, or have him
Toss it to
block
him.
it,
Yeah.
or sorry, or have him block.
Yeah.
My bad. Whatever it was, having him do something remotely involved in the play, like heavily. I I know they're athletes at the end of the day, and they should be able to do that kind of stuff. But like, brother, he just cooked two people
Yeah.
in double coverage, like,
Mhm.
and he just ran a 50-yard route. Like, he's gonna be a little gassed, right?
Yeah.
So, you
I
know
think it
that.
could have. Oh, you're good.
Go
My
ahead.
bad.
No, go
I thought
ahead.
you were
What were
done.
you gonna say?
I was gonna say I think it could be one of those things where it's like maybe 9, maybe 8 out of 10 times Ohio State wins that game, but it was
Yeah.
just like a perfect storm. I mean, Beck had less. We were talking about it beforehand. He had less passing yards than Jeremiah Smith had receiving yards,
Yeah.
and I think didn't even have a touchdown. So it's like
Yeah.
he's got the best of us. I mean, that's what I was saying. Like that defense can really take him anywhere, and I think they could get past Old Miss. I don't know because how good Trinidad is, but yeah, I think Oregon Indiana is going to be a big. I mean, it's hard to beat a good team twice, and Indiana's facing it now, so we'll see.
Yeah.
It's hard to go
I
15
mean,
and 0.
yeah, piggybacking off that, like one of the things that we've also seen, truly the only outlier here is Indiana, but like first round buys, curse,
Yeah,
Suck.
absolute curse. Like, and it piggybacks off, I think, what you were saying earlier, Ty. It's like they got to fix this college football schedule in terms of where that just doesn't happen in general. I know we were able to take advantage of that a little bit last year, with just getting hot early and then just steamrolling in front of that. Obviously, I know like same thing. Circumstances were a little weird. We played Oregon twice and we lost barely in Oregon early on, but we were able to get our revenge at the granddaddy of them all game. So that was cool. But like I don't know. They have a lot of stuff to fix too, because I don't know if you guys have been seeing it, but Indiana is smoking everyone in the transfer portal
Yeah.
right now.
Yep.
Like they are getting. I mean, I know it's because they're hot right now, right? Like Mendoza, Signetti's changed the culture of that team. That was the first time we've lost them in like what 30 something
hmm
games.
Yeah.
Games too, not even just years. Games like that's crazy. But I don't know. I think Kurt Signetti was great. JMU legend. Shout out Ty's neighbor school. But I don't know, man. Something was off about that Buckeye team, but I think we'll be okay. We'll bounce back and we'll
Yeah.
go from there.
That's
I do
enough
just
with-
before it ends. Sorry, I don't want to cut you off. I do want to preface. I'm not a weirdo. I'm not gonna go DM Jaden Fielding and say like, "Oh, I fucking hate you. You're a terrorist." No, he's still a kid.
Lying.
I
He's
get it.
lying.
No, I'm not lying. He's just a kid. I get it. It's okay.
Obviously, we're
Um,
just passionate fans. We're not.
mhm.
Yeah.
We don't actually hate.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
just messed up.
Yeah, I mean that card is still staying in the trash because it was in my mouth, but you know, we do have 2 minutes left. Completely for pants up.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
ready to
I'm
start
trying to
recording
find. How do I
just to
find the
do that.
code so I
I'm just
can
playing,
put it on my
Tanner.
computer?
I'm just playing.
I got it.
Boy, oh boy, do we have a Jackets rant for you?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Fuck, I have a whole like 3-page dissertation ready for this.
I mean, ChatGPT made your dissertation.
No. I made my own separate.
Boy. I am recording because I just want to get his camera coming on.
Hold
when he
on.
joins on his computer.
Yeah, give me a second.
Tanner's just naked.
Yeah, you're done.
Shit.
Have fun editing that out, Ian.
Who said anything about editing that out?
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Join meeting
Yeah.
ID
This podcast goes on OnlyFans, actually.
741.
This is I
Could
I
you
don't want this
imagine?
to go to the podcast, but like
You
so
don't want it
Marlon-
to?
Well, this what I'm about to read. Marlon Humphrey. Oh, and there goes Tanner. Marlon Humphrey tweeted like he's back on Twitter after losing, and some Ravens fan quote tweeted and said, "You couldn't tackle Stephen Hawking with a flat tire." So bad, bro. Oh man, oh man.
Yeah, we will probably have to cut that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
Dobbs.
Yeah.
Just,
I may have
just
to.
wait till Tanner's back in.
Unfortunately, you may have to cut that. All right, we are back. Sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties as we always do because we are operating with Zoom. This is a low budget hobby podcast for the moment. So, Tanner, we're gonna get into some NHL. I know me and you both have some thoughts about the Blue Jackets. Despite me wearing some Steelers gear, I am a Jackets fan. I am very emotionally invested in the Jackets. It is just fun to watch a team consistently make the playoffs outside of us, even though we don't do that. So, Tanner, take it away with your thoughts
What?
from last night's game.
We did the same thing we've been doing the entire year, and if we stopped playing at with 10 minutes left in the third period, I think we would have won the Stanley Cup by now. And we look good up until then. I think we're just I don't think we have enough guys in the rotation that are playing big defense. Like obviously we got Zach and we got gosh,
My boy Matejchuk.
yeah, Matejchuk he played okay last night. Obviously, we got Zach and Provorov and Severson that are our big three right now. Having good Branson out really sucks because that was our other big guy that was really big on D. I know he's getting a little older, but he's still a pretty solid guy to have defensively. And I think that kind of messed our defensive lineups a little bit towards the beginning of the year, and I think it just kind of gone downwind since then. Picking up what's his name, Marshmont. That was so far has been
You're
an
welcome.
incredible pick. Yeah,
You guys are welcome.
what do you mean, you guys? It's literally both my teams.
Oh, both my teams. Bro's rooting for more than one team.
I got my Jackets flag and my
Yeah,
Kraken
yeah,
flag up right
yeah.
now. Good man. Yeah, Marshmont was a great pickup. We haven't seen a lot out of who is it from Pittsburgh? Keenan.
What?
Who did we just got someone from Pittsburgh, didn't we?
Oh, yeah, he's been around the league for a hot minute.
Yeah, but
We're
he hasn't done too much. Marshmont's been a great pickup so far.
He has a point. I'm pretty sure he has a point in every single game he's played so
Yeah,
far.
because I
with
think
us.
he's
Wow,
had
does
I
he
think he's had
really?
8. Yeah, he's had like 8 goals so
I
far,
thought
and
I
he's only
thought he
been
was
with
supposed to
us.
be like an enforcer.
He was, but he's come in
Wow.
as being one of our goal scorers for some reason.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
Kentucky.
Yeah.
Obviously, our goalie situation is not great right now. I think Jet's been playing on really well. I just think we rely on him a little too much, and he's been playing too much. If we get another, I used to love Elvis. Can't do it anymore. I love him,
Yeah.
but I can't love him anymore. He just has not done well. Like with that, 4.5 goal average per game now.
That's
He
crazy.
used to be good. Jets averaging like 2.5. So obviously the numbers are there. Like I said, the third period collapse has just been awful. We've had no long-standing defense through that. They dump at the end of the game. A couple of our big goal scorers are just not producing anymore. Zach has kind of slowed down this season. Kent Johnson's really slowed down this season. He was big for us at the beginning of the season and the end of the season last year, and he's just really fallen off. Obviously, he's been incredible during our not power plays, our why am I spacing on the word? Our overtime games, like during the shootouts, dude. If I could have 3 Ken Johnsons on the shootout, I think we'd win every shootout. But he's just not. I don't know what it is right now. Maybe it's the lines switch ups with our. I know we've had a lot of injuries, but I think if we can figure some things out there and get some guys moved around a little bit, we got a bunch of young guys too right now, so we can get guys moving in that can play and are got the energy to do it. It's just I don't think we've done it yet.
Yeah. No, I agree with everything you said, Tanner. Ty and I have talked about it before because obviously he's a Hawks fan. But we just have such a young core right now, and obviously they're starting to figure it out a little bit,
Yeah.
right? Like obviously, and they realized they needed, a goal scorer, especially with Mason. Like people forget, like he is an enforcer, but like before that, he was insane with
Yeah,
Dallas. He was
yeah.
scoring a lot with
Yeah.
Dallas.
He's got the
So-
mentality to do both. Obviously, for what we need, I think he might lean towards more of a goal scorer than an enforcer.
Yeah. Oh,
But
100%.
he can play both sides of the puck. Who I've been really, I don't know if Logan, if you saw this stat the other day, Olivier, keep beating ass, buddy. keep
Yeah.
whooping people's. I think the
Yeah.
stat was from, I don't know who recorded it, but he won in the last 20 fights he's had this season or whatever, or the last couple of years. He's 20-0. He doesn't lose. Buddy is just a fucking
Bro's in the wrong sport.
goon.
Yeah.
He's our goon. He is our goon.
Yeah, like
Evan, that is hockey language from a
Yes,
long time
that's
ago.
been a
Don't
hockey
make
language
that
for a long
fake.
time.
It's a great,
Um,
fantastic hockey movie.
Ian's
is a good
probably
movie.
gonna clip that and be like, "What
Me-
did bro say?"
He's our goon. What is
me
bro
and
possibly
Logan,
talking about?
me and Logan
I'm
talked about
writing
it a
it.
little over text, or either yesterday or earlier today. I think the one thing that's really gonna keep us in is how close the Metro is in the East is right now. It's
Yep.
ridiculous. The point difference between us being in last place and first place is what, 8 points, 9 points?
Yeah, it's
It's
10 now.
Yeah,
With the
last
results
yeah.
tonight.
But still being so close from first to last, that's crazy, especially compared to the West. I think the
Mhm.
lowest point is like 30 something to 54, something like
Mhm.
that. But us being so close, if we can get a couple games strung together, I think we'll be set in the wild card here soon. But
Yeah.
we got to figure some things out late game, obviously.
I think me
Yeah,
and Logan
we-
have hit on that like every podcast about how hyper competitive the East is, and
Yeah.
versus the West being more with the big dogs, because no other team, they have more points. Most teams, I mean, every team in the top three in the Central has more points than any team in the East, but it's still like it's just more top heavy, especially the Central.
Yeah.
The Pacific's more in line with the East.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I
It's
think the
like-
Jackets can definitely turn it around. In the games I've been to, both were Jet, and that's really when I get around to watching Jackets hockey is when
Yeah.
Logan calls me half hour before puck drop and is like, "Hey,
That's
I
not
have
my
ticket."
fault.
No, I know it's not your fault, but it's awesome.
I still owe Ty or Evan and Tanner a game, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
We're going next week with me and Grace.
I
for
just
sure.
Jet has been awesome for you guys.
Yeah, he's
though.
been great.
Jet's been crazy, man. But one thing we gotta talk about, like I know he's not that like swaggy of a goalie, but like brother, let's get rid of the basic EA SHL pads. Like
Yeah, a little bit, little bit.
they're like all
gotta pay
white,
him.
and then I mean that's true. Like we gave Elvis a fat contract, and he's got like these dope pads. So
Yeah.
I think. As of right now, Elvis experiment is over. Obviously, he played great last year. Elvis was great for us last year during our little run that we had, and then Jet finally forming into his own, because it was actually the opposite last year of what was going on.
Yeah.
But glad Jet's kind of starting to come into his own right now too. But Tanner, going back to your point earlier, like literally, if hockey lasted 2 periods, Jackets would have won the Stanley Cup.
No, not even 2 periods. If they lasted 5 to 8 minutes into the third or left of the third, we would win every fucking game. I looked at the stat last night. I think almost every one of our wins or losses has come from a comeback loss. Like we've been up 1 to 2, if not more. Like I don't know what we need to fix in depth, like big to do it, but it does. I don't think it's going to take a lot to fix what's wrong. It's just we need to fix it. I think Dean's doing really well with what he's had. He's made a real big comeback with this team. Obviously, he had a super old team when he first got on, I think, and that we've really got to switch it up a bit. But I think once we figure out the 1 or 2 little kinks, we'll be great.
Yeah, and Don Waddell is a great GM too. Like I work in sports, but like back in the day I did interview with the Carolina Hurricanes, and when I was interviewing with them, like it was nothing but the best they could say about Don Waddell. He's an awesome guy. They're like he's just a great all around leader. So I'm glad he's able to kind of put a team around us here in Columbus. But no, piggybacking off your point earlier too, Tanner, it's like we're talking about how tight the East is and how these overtime losses and these like comebacks that these teams are having against us in the third period. It's like that game against Pittsburgh was one of the games that if we won, we probably would be in a position to be in a position.
Yeah.
Not saying we're totally out of it right now. There's still a ton of hockey left.
Yeah,
Do not get me wrong. We're still very early. Well, not really. We're about halfway through the season almost. But like
halfway.
It's getting, you just got to win those key games, man. Because last year we started off a little slow, started catching fire, caught some fire right before I believe it was right before the All-Star game.
It was just before because
It
right
was the
before we won like our
Stadium
six
Series.
we went our 6-7 game win streak that we went on, including the Stadium Series. Shut the fuck up. Including the
You
Stadium.
purposely said that. Don't act like you
no,
didn't.
I couldn't remember what it was.
Oh yeah,
Um,
for sure.
But there was that 7-8 game win streak that we had, including the Stadium Series, because I think we won 1 or 2
Yep.
right after the Stadium Series game, and then
Froze
we were
my
just
ass off
we were
at
on
that game, by the
so
way.
did I. I think I almost had hypothermia that game. I'm not
It
gonna
was
lie.
bad. It was really
But we had that big streak, and then but obviously we had our early season faults where we just couldn't catch up enough that late.
Yeah.
We were almost there, but what killed us
It
was
came
the
down to
earlier
the
season.
last day of the
Yeah,
season.
we were a couple of points off. Like I think
Yeah.
we were one
Yeah.
or 2 wins off someone else losing.
It was the
I'm hap-
Habs.
Yeah, I'm happy that we've kind of
Those dumb Canadians.
gotten
Or
French
we
Canadians.
haven't
French
held
Canadians,
as good as we
guys
did
were
last
sending me.
year, but I think we're gonna be if we can stay strong like this. I know we keep kind of losing in these bigger games, like for momentum swings, but if we keep this like what we're doing right now, I think we'll be pretty good. Like I
If you
said,
keep this,
yeah.
you'll just miss the playoffs, right where you
Yeah.
want to be.
yeah.
I don't think my Hawks are in much better shape.
I was gonna say the
Um,
only thing I gotta.
Kraken
uh,
are they're kind of in the same league as like realm as the Jackets, except being in obviously not in the East. They're not close like everyone else.
Hey man,
Yeah.
the Pacific Division's within 9 points of everyone. So
Yeah,
Kraken
It's
18,
a lot of
14.
wins.
Kraken better. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
I got jumped on. Oh, new team. Look at their pretty colors. Oh, I like
Well,
them.
no, there's other reasons.
there's a
Eh,
deeper
to
reason that we
me-
won't get into.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's.
I don't know
You
one.
know the reasons.
I don't know the reasons,
actually don't
but I
know.
was
I
I was
won't
just
ask
gonna
you.
say
Here,
I was just gonna say Evan,
Oh, he still has it. That's right.
Evan's a
fucking
You
Packers
guys
fan
definitely
and-
know the reasons. It's just you forget. I
Oh,
guarantee.
right. Yeah. it's
Oh,
right.
never mind.
The
Yeah.
night, dude. That was the year they joined was that same
Yeah, it
fall,
was-
and I was like, well, I got to.
And
So
I kind
Yeah.
of jumped on
Crazy.
I
that with
forgot
Evan.
about that. Good
Yeah,
lord.
we
That's
both just were
crazy.
like, we're gonna watch them now just because of that. So that was,
Well,
especially because
that's why I
was
did
big in
it.
hockey, and then I said I jumped the bandwagon with you a little bit.
Yeah, they're a fun team. No, the Hawks. I did see.
Yeah.
Renski did eventually make it on the USA roster for
Yeah,
Olympics,
I was
which is
really
good.
excited to see that. That was
Yeah.
Because there was rumors
So
that he
did
was left
Elvis.
off.
Elvis made it.
Did he really?
Yeah, with their one Latvian hockey goalie, which is him.
Really?
Probably.
Yeah.
I can't imagine there's too many other Latvians.
Yeah. I know, but I do want to hit on something. Hawks suck until Bedard and Nazar are back. We'll see. It's just a completely different team. You can't even
Yeah.
really break
Yeah.
it down right now. We are 3-0 in 2026. Tyler Bertuzzi, God hat trick last night. Awesome stuff. However, Bedard off of the Canadian team is absolutely insane. And I don't know what idiots up there are running the show. They've got to be from Montreal, blah, 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 blah. Like, oh, we don't like this kid from Alberta or wherever he's from the normal part of Canada. Fucking idiots. Unbelievable.
Hmm.
Our
I
coach made a
just-
great point. He's like, look at how productive he was when he was on the team, when he was healthy, and he will be healthy by the Olympics. We were a point out of the wild card. And now we're 1-6-1 until this 3-game run.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
wasn't
it's-
wasn't Celebrini? Isn't he on the roster?
I believe he
over-
is, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
And they said that the injury had nothing to do with it. I'm like, you guys, you got to become an American, buddy. Come down here where it's nice and
Yeah.
warm.
No kid. Well, warm's a big word, but
It's 40 degrees here today. It's actually kind of nice.
It was
Yeah.
very nice today.
yeah, it is. But
Yeah.
anyone else got any more thoughts on hockey before we get into our buy and sell segment here? No?
Kraken are losing 1-0 right now.
Yeah, I just saw it. I'm
to
watching
the
it right now.
Flames.
We're filming Monday night, everyone,
Yeah,
Yeah,
they'll come
so-
back.
in case
don't
you're
worry.
interested.
yeah, but cool. Well then, obviously, Evan, I know you know how this operates because you are a fan of the Brilliantly Dumb show, which Ty always mentions. Go show them love. They're awesome. Love all the stuff they're doing. Don't know if Bob broke 80 yet today. I got about halfway through the video. judging off of Ty's face, it doesn't sound like he did it. But
it comes down to it. I'll give you that.
okay, I'll take
You
that.
got to watch the whole thing.
He's getting better. That's all I care about. Speaking of that, our local watering hole, aka the best pizza in town slash convenience store, Cheshire Market, has Have-A-Days. So shout out those
They
guys
do?
as well.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ty and I, obviously great
Holy.
friends with their owner slash heir to the
Bro,
throne.
I need to go get some.
I have 2 cases in my fridge right now, and they're going to consistently start having them along with the transfusion flavor, which I think that's what Ty just ran to go grab and show everyone.
Yeah, you gotta let
What
it.
is this?
We'll see. It's like a tequila.
We'll
it's like a
yeah,
tequila
we'll show
flavor.
you.
There it
It's just
is.
a
Ooh.
seltzer. That's
okay.
good.
Yeah,
It's just that
yeah.
Bob does sports seltzer. I actually ran
Yeah.
out of transfusions. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah,
I
well,
reached
that-
in trying to grab it.
yeah. That's why I asked her boy in our chat. So,
Mhm.
cool. Well, obviously, that we're getting in the buy and sell segment. Tanner, I know you're not really familiar with it too much. So essentially, buying is something that you really enjoy, like whether it's today or overall what you've seen recently. And then selling essentially is something that you want to get rid of, which I have a good one. I'm really hoping you don't take it. But if Evan, I know you mentioned it earlier. You said you had some pretty big ones and had a lot of them. So if
Yeah.
you want to lead us off,
I'll
right
go.
ahead.
Yeah, if you guys don't mind, I'll go first.
Mhm.
So I've got 2 football ones and 2 just kind of unrelated. Like,
Okay.
I'll start with the sell. I have 3 buys. I'm a
Ooh,
positive
negative.
guy, but I'm gonna start with the sell. Middle seats on airplanes, we just have to get rid of them. We're all in this pretty big
Not a
guys.
bad
Like
sell.
we
Mhm.
Take up
we're
some
pretty
room.
big dudes,
You take up some room,
and
that's for
yeah,
sure.
I was coming back from Florida yesterday, and I was sat in the middle, and it's just like you don't want to be that guy intruding in other people's space, so then you're like squished in a little box, and it's just like it's for anything over like 2 hours, it's tough. It is tough.
Well, you would think the person on the window would lean against the wall,
Hmm
Here's
and
the
the
thing
other
though,
person
on
would
the
lean
airplane,
out, because
middle
the
person
middle
gets both
person
seats.
should get both.
Yep, you should. Because of that,
Yeah.
you should get both arms.
But
But
sometimes,
agreed.
yeah.
agree.
So that's
Sometimes you
my
get
sell.
mice.
Yeah.
Sometimes you
that's-
get 3 big people in one row, and it's just kind of fucked. Because I've
Mhm.
done that for sure. That sucks.
Yeah.
So that's my sell. We'll get into the buy. I'll start with the non-sports related one just because we're on that topic. 2026 new year movies coming out. I'm buying in
Oh,
on
yeah.
all of them. We got bunch. I mean, we're all big comic guys here. We got Doomsday, Spider-Man, Supergirl. We got of course the Odyssey, which is probably my personal top.
I'm excited
Mhm.
for it.
Looks
I
good.
mean, there's so many
Wait,
things I
hey,
could
wait
go
a minute.
through. Toy
You
Story
mean
5.
like this one? Be honest.
Toy Story 5 did not need to be made, but anyway.
Well, yeah, but
Toy Story 4 didn't be made either,
Super
but-
Mario Galaxy, another one.
That actually
Oh,
looks good.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
The
There's a
first one
bunch
was
of stuff.
fantastic.
So that's my
trailer was
first
really-
buy. And then I'll go through quickly on some of the football ones. First one, it's not as high stakes for this season, but Malik Willis. I gotta talk a little bit about
Oh,
the
yeah.
Packers before the picks, but I mean, the dude just every time he comes in and steps, he just like plays lights out. And there's always some discourse about, oh, Malik Willis is better than Jordan Love, blah blah. No, like Jordan Love is better quarterback, but Malik Willis, like when he's given the opportunity, he always succeeds, and he doesn't really, like he really never takes. Since he's gotten into Green Bay last year, I think he's besides the Ravens game, he's won every game. But even then, he played amazing. Our defense is just filled with literal traffic cones right now. So
I do want to comment on that. I think Malik Willis is great. I agree with everything you're saying. However, I do think when he's in, it opens the playbook so much more compared to Love just because of how athletic he is. Obviously, Love's not taking Love
Mhm.
for granted. Love's a great quarterback. He just like Malik Willis took a read option to the house against the Ravens. Like you're not
It's-
going to see Love do that, right? But
It's-
that's just my personal
yeah,
opinion on it.
it's doesn't necessarily open the playbook more. It just shifts from the more intricate passing concepts that they can do with Love to more like the run game gets open a lot more. The passing game kind of narrows down. And I think if teams game plan for Willis, you could kind of probably see that a little more. But yeah, I think there's a good chance he could be in Indy next year as their starter, depending on Daniel Jones, how healthy he is. I've seen a lot of like I mean, I don't think the Jets would probably, just because they just did the Fields experiment. I saw something today. I don't
Apparently they're
know how
cutting him.
Tanner would feel. Cleveland bring him in, even if it's just for a year. We'll see. Anywhere where there's like a good offensive coordinator, I'd like it. So I'm rooting for him. He's a good dude. And then last one, but my biggest one for this year, I am all in on the Jacksonville Jaguars. If I had to put money right now for the AFC, I'm taking them to go to the Super Bowl. They've been
Look
lights
pretty
out
fucking
all
good.
season.
T.
They've got
Law's
a
looking good.
Yeah, they've got a Ferrari in the garage too with Travis Hunter next
Yeah.
year. He'll be back, but
Yeah.
they've
Yeah.
just been kicking ass the past 2 months. I think we'll get it into the picks later, but if they can beat Buffalo, I mean it's at home. I think they have a real good shot of making it at least to the Super Bowl. So
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree with you. I forget who I was watching talk about this. I think it was like in an Instagram clip or something, but this is one of Josh Allen's worst teams he's gone to the playoffs with,
Mhm.
and this is by far Trevor Lawrence's best teams
Yeah.
he's gone to the
Oh,
playoffs
yeah.
with.
I'll just
So
say
it'll be
I'll
fun
say
to
right
watch.
now, I mean, it's a spoiler. I am definitely putting Jags are right now 1.5 point dogs at home against the Bills. I am going to be putting some money on them for sure.
Yeah.
So that's
Okay.
an early preview for the picks, but that is one where I'm for sure.
All right. Tanner, in that time period while everyone was talking, did you think of some?
I was trying to figure some stuff out.
You didn't. It's okay.
Yeah, you're fine. My biggest sell, we're going back to the Browns a little bit. I would like to sell Jerry Judy. I'll do it myself. That's a threat. Don't put that in actually. I'd
Yeah,
like to, yeah,
hang on, just restart.
yeah. Okay, so for my
Re-
sell, going back to the Browns, get Jerry Judy the hell out of Cleveland. I don't want him on the field or on the sideline yelling at a young quarterback ever again. He's just so.
Was he talking shit to the fans on Twitter after the game?
He did that too. He's talking shit to Shador on the sideline. You don't do that to a young quarterback, especially having some issues like he has this season. It's just not. He was fine last year, and then someone just flipped this year, and I want him off. So that's my sell for the Browns. My buy for the Browns: keep Myles Garrett coming. Keep him coming.
I don't think
Keep him
he's
coming to
going
TJ.
anywhere.
I know, that's what I mean. Keep feeding him.
Pause.
Keep feeding him. Hey,
What did he
hey.
say?
I'll double down on it. I'll
Alright.
take both sides.
All right.
You can.
All
you-
All right. Anyway,
Ian-
so my
Ian could
buy
clip
this
that.
week.
Ian could clip that. I don't know. I was trying to think of some other things outside of sports.
You can just. I usually just do 1 and 1, so you're good if you want to
Yeah.
just.
Yeah, I think that's fine for right now. If I think of something, obviously I'll say something. But
Okay.
I didn't know the
Um,
segment coming in.
So yeah, no, you're good, man. So my sell is actually also going to be Browns related. I'm sick of the hype. I thought that he could turn it around when they let him start, but Shadur Sanders has to go. He's not the answer that everyone says he is. I mean, he literally finished with the lowest QBR average, 18.8, of a Browns quarterback in history, minimum 6 starts. That is impressively bad in a franchise known for killing quarterbacks. As much as like I still think while he might have been the Dylan Gabriel this, Dylan Gabriel that, I think the Browns made poor decisions with their quarterback drafting in the last year. If you're gonna go with 2 rookies, I think they picked 2 of the weirder calls. You know, you have a guy that people are high on that you're gonna take late, like Shadur. Like that was a crazy draft day when he just kept falling and falling. And then, but Dylan Gabriel, who a lot of people said wasn't gonna be very good for the NFL. He just wasn't built for it, and was shown. Yeah, I think just interesting decisions in the quarterback room, but you got to move on from Sanders. Maybe a Malik Willis needs to head in there. When you get rid of Judy for somebody, you can draft a wide receiver with if any of your draft picks end up being good, because all the teams that have you got them from are playing good, unfortunately. But yeah, I think that's my sell. There's light at the end of the tunnel for the Browns, I think, with your defense. Because if you guys had a semblance of an offense, you'd be in the playoffs.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Jim Schwartz is just an insanely good coordinator. He
Yeah.
he knows what he's doing.
Oh,
Maybe
that's
not a
my
great
other
head coach.
buy.
Maybe
but-
we should bring him to
No.
Yeah.
You no.
yeah, bring him to Pittsburgh.
I don't think he'd do that.
I'm going to be a
after
double
Raj.
negative. Actually, I couldn't really think of a fun buy this week. My second sell is still, even though we got the win, it's Terrell freaking Austin, man. Pittsburgh Steelers defensive coordinator. What an absolute shit show last night was. That game should have been over multiple times after Aaron did his job, and he puts Patrick Queen on Zay Flowers, which is arguably worse than which is definitely not as bad as putting Jack Sawyer on Zay Flowers like he did in the first Ravens game. But known coverage specialist Jack Sawyer, by the way. Yeah, just he's got to get him out. I don't care if Tomlin has to be head coach / defensive coordinator next season. We got to bring someone else in. He's clearly not the man for the job. You have the best, highest paid defenders out there, and you can't get them in to stop, the mediocre Lamar Jackson on a down year coming off injury and a Boston College wide receiver. Like,
Yep.
got to be better, man. That's my double negative. I was only positive last week, so I had to come back with a double negative.
Don't hate it. I like him.
Mhm.
And piggybacking off our coverage specialist, Jack Sawyer, fun fact, Evan actually played against him in high
Mhm.
school and injured him very badly.
It wasn't on
it was
purpose,
very
it was a
it was a
clean
very
hit.
clean tackle. It was a very clean tackle.
I
It
would
just-
say
it ended unfortunately.
We both played
And
against
Tanner
him,
was
but I
on
didn't
the
see
team,
I
too.
didn't see the field, but that's besides the point.
It's okay.
I was
It's
varsity athlete in 2 other sports. Thank you very much.
okay.
Was it one of them
No.
bowling?
Yes, it was.
Yes. Hey, I will
Hey,
defend
ball
bowling. My
knowledge.
family bowls and they love it.
No,
It's
no,
a
Where's
no.
great
my-
It
fucking
wasn't a diss.
sport.
I just couldn't remember.
Where's my
Probably
PBA
sounded. I
talk
did
right
not
now?
mean to sound like a shot. That probably
Where's my
sounded
PBA
bad.
talk?
It's okay.
BBA.
Before you go, real
Um,
quick, Logan, I was gonna
yeah.
say, that coverage assignment was probably the second worst thing I've seen the 2020 since Tough Borland on Heisman winner Devonta Smith in the national championship game.
I forgot. Oh my
All-time
God, I forgot about that.
worst coverage assignment I've ever seen. And
Mhm.
that's a man who's watched Preston Smith play corner for the Packers. It's horrible.
oh my God, I forgot about Preston Smith.
Are you talking about Steeler legend Preston Smith?
How about Commanders legend? Yeah.
Commanders legend. No, that's awesome. Great buys and sells so far. I've really enjoyed this. I'm gonna go negative first, and then I'll get into the positive. First negative, I'm going to sell the shit out of Jackets in the third period.
Yep.
Just terrible. I'm shocked Tanner didn't say it because he hit on it so
Well,
much.
I knew you were gonna say it, so I didn't want to. Say it.
I appreciate that. Yeah, man, I don't know what it is. We can't, they did it against the Sabres. When something's on the line, they can do it. But when nothing's on the line, they can't do it. They ended the Sabres 10-game win streak with ease, 5-1. Probably
Yeah.
one of the hottest teams in the league. And they just ended it with ease at home. And it was awesome. But then you can't do it against one of your biggest rivals, even though they definitely don't consider a rivalry because they're the Pens. They've been dominating us for years. We consider a rivalry. It's very AFC North-ish, but it makes no sense, man. I don't get it. That wasn't a shot. I was really speaking. It just doesn't make sense. I don't get it. But with that being said, on a more positive note, my buy is going to be Rodgers touchdown emotes. I fucking love them. Dude, every time he hits the shoot, I know I was talking about it earlier, man, but every time, hold on, you're going to see my apartment a little bit. Every time you see him, he throws a touchdown and he goes, it's fucking awesome. I know
He's
it's
the
a little
GOAT.
short,
Little skip.
but
yeah.
it's so sick. It gets me fired up every single time. And sorry about the Christmas tree still being up. I feel like it's still acceptable. But anyway, gets me fired up. I know, Tanner, I know you're a Browns fan. Probably don't like him very much. But you also
Aaron Rodgers. I love.
with
I
that
fucking
with
love
that being
Aaron
said,
Rodgers.
I know
Tito's.
you are on Evan's side sometimes with the Packers. So
Best,
you know,
best throw of the football of all time.
man, I know we
Mhm.
used to argue about him and Big Ben, like pre him
Nah.
joining the squad, but like, man, it is so fun having him on your team. The media like shits on him so much, like outside of your
Yep.
your
Mhm.
team's media, but like there's nothing about everyone is talking about him being such a great dude, such a great teammate. He's like he knows when to be professional, he knows when to be goofy. Perk Rogers is probably one of my favorite Rogers of all time, dude. One of
Dude,
my favorite moments from this season was against the Vikings in Ireland when he ripped the smelling salt and then threw a fucking bomb to well, it
Mhm.
wasn't really a bomb, it was a crossing
it
route,
was a
but
dart
still,
though.
it was
a
a
good
dart.
throw.
It was a dart to DK, and he took an 80-yard bomb to the house. So my buy is going to be Raj touchdown emotes. I love them.
Great buy.
And shout out to Rogers Realm. I actually met him at the Steelers Packers game, which obviously we lost, but he's a big Packers fan, more so a Rogers fan. But great dude. Met him. He's getting all the hype right now. So if you know who that is or don't know who that is, highly recommend looking up his Rogers videos because they are
Yeah,
hilarious.
tap in.
Mhm.
All right.
But
Nice long pod today, boys. We're gonna wrap it up here with some picks. Let's hear one wild card pick from everyone, and let's hear your Super Bowl favorite. Let's go around the horn, Tanner. Let's spin it down because I think we know what Evan's gonna go with here.
I gotta check the lineup real quick. Give me a second. I have it up.
okay, then Evan, go ahead.
Yeah,
I'll just
sorry.
go
I
first.
just forget the matchups right now. I have it up.
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
just do two real quick since I already talked on Jacksonville. I'll make
Sure.
it brief. Jacksonville plus 1.5. I was looking up while you guys were talking. I think if they stop Buffalo's run game, I mean Josh Allen's gonna have to go Superman. And Jacksonville this season is the single best team against the rush defensively. So I think they have a pretty good, they allow 85 yards per game. And so I think they have a pretty good chance of winning. So plus 1.5 for them. And then I didn't get to talk about the Packers too much outside of Malik Willis. So right now in Chicago, the Bears are 1.5 point dogs. I would be taking that. I know I'm a Packers fan, but our whole team is just decimated. O-line's banged up, receiving core we're thin. Got defenses all sorts of banged up. We can't get after the pass rush. Our defensive line, like the interior, I like some of those guys, but like they're more like versatile, like lighter weight dudes, but against the run, they're literal traffic cones. Like you could like 3 point back in through, it's just horrible. Corners can't tackle. The best unit is the safeties, but they can't really help too much when they're playing like 10 yards off. And if they're getting to
Yeah.
that level, it's just cooked. So I mean, it might be close. Jordan Love hasn't played a full game since week 15, so it's just I don't think. I hope they win, but if I'm a betting man, I'd do Bears plus 1.5.
I like that. I like those. I agree with you. I think curious. While we were on the topic of Jacksonville, if you still have it up, what were the top 5 against the rush defenses? Because I feel like Seahawks got to be up there.
Yeah, so Jacksonville's 1, Denver 2, Seattle 3, Houston 4, Tampa Bay 5.
Great. We're going against Houston this
Yeah.
weekend.
I was gonna
Mhm.
say
Or
real
Monday.
quick, Super Bowl pick. I made a future like a week or two ago, Rams to beat the Jags in the Super Bowl. I think I'm still gonna rock with the Rams. I know Seattle's been the better team, but I think if you can stop one team will stop JSN, and I think their offense becomes pretty one-dimensional. So
Yeah.
I like the Rams.
I mean,
Yeah.
they still only scored 13 on San Francisco.
Mhm.
Seattle's defense is just so damn good.
Yeah.
People also forget that the Rams and Seattle game could have very well gone into overtime a couple weeks ago. Just Seattle was very lethal with their 2-point play calling, and they happened to get it done. So
Yeah.
I
I like
don't hate
Rams for
those.
Super Bowl.
Cool. I like it. Tanner, did you figure it out?
Yeah, I mean, are we just going over each matchup?
Just
Just
3
pick
that you like. 3 that you like, and then Super Bowl favorite that you think.
It's all of these are like pretty close games. I
I mean,
think
you
I
can
got.
just pick one if you want. You don't have to
No,
pick
I
two.
know. I'm liking the Steelers Texans matchup. Honestly, I think Steelers got that in the bag. I'm not gonna lie.
I was gonna pick
And we've
Texans
lost.
minus 3.5
I think
already.
Logie knows my
so-
pick luck. So I think, but being at home, I think they got a pretty good chance there. They've been playing pretty good. My favorite, honestly,
Game's gonna finish 3-0.
this is a weird one. Is the Broncos. They've been shit for so long.
Wow.
I really like the way that what am I spacing on? Is it Knicks?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah,
you're good.
I've really liked the way Bo Nix has been playing. He's been playing super hot lately, and I think I like the Broncos this year outside of
Yeah.
any other team.
I think they can
Don't hate
definitely
it.
turn it on for the
Yeah.
playoffs. They know how to win. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't say anything else.
One of our boys in the chat will really enjoy that pick,
Yeah,
Daniel.
Andrew
Mhm.
like that. Andrew like that.
Ty.
Yeah, I like San Francisco going into Philly. Like I said, I kind of mentioned it. They held Seattle to 13 points, and Seattle's a significantly better offense, even if they can even if you shut down JSN and you force Kenneth Walker to do it. Um, I think the Eagles are a lot less dynamic this year than they've been in the past, and they're 4.5 dogs. Obviously, you get -3 just for being at home, um, on most sports books, but I think that's an easy hammer. And then it's not really too crazy. It's just I actually think reverse. I think Green Bay is going to come out of Chicago with a win, just because it's one of those rivalries where they just keep flip-flopping lately. Now that the Bears have been good, and Green Bay does own Chicago. Like, you guys absolutely own them. I think you guys come out of there with a victory. That's my two picks for the wild card. My Super Bowl favorite, it was going to be Seattle, just because of the way their defense is playing, but Evan actually like just flipped me. He's been about you take away JSN and they become so one-dimensional. I think this is going to be a weird pick because they have a cupcake schedule, but I think New England at least makes it back. And that's going to be my favorite because, I just don't think the NFC, I think the NFC is going to slaughter each themselves so much. Whoever makes it out is going to be a little more banged up than the AFC winner. I think that's a big
Yeah.
factor in the playoffs. And I think the Patriots could do it. They have so many dynamic playmakers now. If Diggs is going to be playing with all the stuff going on, I don't know. I actually haven't been able to keep much up to date on that at all. Does anyone know? Is he going to be able to play?
I'll look it up while.
Yeah. But I think with Henderson,
Just
such
don't
a good
overcook a
running
steak.
back, you have May, who's been awesome. I think, and a franchise is just I don't know. Some of those franchises just have, I guess you want to call it a playoff aura. I know that's kind of brain rot right now, but I think it could be like a dark horse. I of course threw $5 on the Steelers to win the Super Bowl. Um, which I don't know, if we get past Houston, could be something crazy. Houston is one of the best defenses in the playoffs, so
I would say the best, arguably.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, it's them or Seattle.
Yeah.
Two things before you go, Logan, real quick. Diggs, I mean, he played last week 18
Yeah,
after they already
Oh
had
yeah, he's
allegations
definitely
against
playing.
him.
yeah.
And then just one thing about the Packers I wanted to bring up that I saw. There's only been two teams since I think at least 1990, but maybe even longer, that have lost 4 straight games and won the wild card round. And it's two teams. So
Mm.
I mean, I'm hoping for the best, but there's a lot of things stacked against us. So,
Yeah. I just see
Yeah.
it just because
Agree.
the way the Bears Packers
I mean, both games have been
rivalry goes.
so close.
That's what I
Like
mean is
we threw away the last game.
and that
So,
was with
Yeah.
Malik Willis. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah. That's great transition. I was actually just gonna get into that. So last game, like you were saying, kind of just happened to throw away, but let's not act like the Bears weren't getting torched by Malik Willis.
mhm.
If Romeo Dobbs falls on that ball, they get swept,
Mm.
and it might be a different outcome this year with the division winner, right? But just looking over everything, my favorite ones, and purely because I want a Packers Steelers Super Bowl. I'm not going to pick the Steelers, but you know who I'm riding with regardless. One of my favorite games I really, really like, and a lot of people are it might even get clipped, but I really think the Packers go into Chicago and beat the shit out of them. To Ty's point, it's yes, you guys own them overall, right? But not even just that, but I was just saying, you guys literally just lost the game because Romeo Dobbs didn't fall on the fucking
Mhm.
ball and he's on the hands team, right? So I really like the Packers going into Chicago and beating them. The line is -1.5 Chicago. I think you said that earlier, Evan. I it, See, I don't get that. I'm looking on ESPN right now. It says Chicago's -1.5 point favorites, but Green Bay is the favorite with the money line. I don't.
They're
On
I don't get it.
DraftKings, they're both. I mean, Green Bay is -108, Chicago's -112, but the line's
yeah.
the same.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's pretty much even.
I mean,
Yeah.
both of those coaches, if they get a chance, if they score to tie it up at the end, they will go for two. So I think
Oh,
it will
yeah,
be a
without a
1
doubt.
point game. Like
Without a
it's gonna
doubt.
come down to that.
It
It could
truly
be
is going to
like
come down for you guys to who has a better offense at that point, because you guys have to score almost every possession.
Oh,
Because, like you were saying, defense is pretty much Swiss cheese. No Packers,
Mhm.
pun intended there.
oh no,
But
it's horrible.
it's like you said, like you were saying, what Derrick Henry did to you guys in Week 17 was just insane. And we actually watched that game together. So we were both, obviously, I was rooting for you guys because that would have clinched us the division even if we lost. But anyway, I still really think you guys go in there and beat them. Looking at the rest of the games, man, these could be really tight. I know, like Ty was just saying, like, Patriots, man. I know they've been really hot. Everyone's been calling them frauds. I think they have 3 wins against teams over 500. I think it was like
Mhm.
the Bills.
Big.
I think that was it. Off the top of my head, I can't. I don't know their schedule, but regardless, Patriots. I don't think they're frauds, right? I don't think they're frauds, but with that being said, I do still think their defense is good enough to take down Herbert and that O line, because our other Tyler, resident Chargers fan, he would probably agree, just because he knows Herbert literally has to do everything to stay alive in that pocket. And if he's getting the ball out quick, maybe a different story. But the Chargers offense and the way they operate is they run the ball and look for the heavy hit plays. And the heavy hit plays can't develop with that defense right there. So I'm going to roll right now with the Packers and the Patriots. And then, like I said, you know who I'm riding with on Monday night. It like totally different story. I think the NFL is scripted, and that's why I think the Steelers and Packers are going to go into it. That was the craziest Sunday night football game I've seen in a very long time. And fun fact, I know everyone, on the show bets at least, or have taken part of it. The line was 3.5. Steelers plus 3.5. When he went up to line that field goal, right? And the moment Boz missed that kick, Ty immediately texted Vegas. Just left it at
Mhm.
that. Vegas. And what do you know? Tyler Loop misses the field goal. Steelers plus 3.5 cashes. I'm telling you,
Right.
no,
Or
they
no,
were
plus.
plus.
I'm sorry.
They were home dogs, which is
Yeah.
they're home dogs again. And something's gonna come to an end here, because I don't know if you guys know this. Tomlin is undefeated on Monday Night Football. But with that being said, he also hasn't won a playoff game since 2016. So something's coming to an end here. Something is. I'm really hoping it's that playoff win streak, but
Yeah.
I think they do get it done, or at least +3 cashes, because like we were talking about, Texas defense very good. I actually love the way D'Amico Ryans runs that team, because they're so like, the defense is just so smash mouth that those edge rushers are just they're smoking the tackles every single play. Whatever it is, Will Anderson, Daniil Hunter, they're getting to that tackle. And then guess what? If you do got time to pass in the pocket, you have Derek Stingley to worry about, and you have
Mhm.
Ali Shahir, something like that. I forget his last name. He's the linebacker, but he's
Al-Shahir.
Shahir. There you go.
Here is the right last name.
He is very good. He kind of had a little bit of trouble early in his career. I know he was kind of known for being a little bit of a dirty player, or at least he had a couple dirty plays last year, so people didn't like him. But he is a very good ball player nonetheless. So it's going to give the Steelers some challenges. Getting DK Metcalf back is going to be awesome, but With that being said, I think my 2 official picks are going to be Packers and Patriots, and I'm going to go with 2 Super Bowl favorites. Like I said, the reason I was saying the NFL is scripted, I think they're going to let Rodgers ride off into the sunset. I think it's going to be Packers, Steelers, Super Bowl. I'm not going to
Wow.
pick a favorite. but
Ooh.
That's what
Alright.
I think.
There
it's
would
gonna
be some major beef between all
I
of us.
I would
Alright.
be
Yeah.
scared. But since Rodgers already lost 2 months, I don't think he'd do it again. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All
That's
right.
I know I took very long with that.
No, you're good. I mean, it's all good stuff. It was a great pod. Evan, Tanner, we appreciate you guys filling in for Jack and Chris.
Yeah, shout out you
Absolutely.
guys.
Thanks
Skiing
for
the
having
slopes
us.
of Colorado.
Ooh, little
Which
ski
sounds
boys.
it is very fun. But thank you for having a nice long pod for the viewers today. Hope you guys enjoyed. That has been the Dumb Luck Sports Show. Signing off. Please like and subscribe. We love you all.
Comment down below. Don't be afraid.
Hey.
Comment.
Oregon
and
over
comment.
Miami, exact championship.